Hey everybody, Tom Vasel here. Welcome to our continuing look at everything in Marvel United and my personal rankings of all the heroes and villains. Well, we are just going to get almost to the top 10 here. These are the heroes that just missed my top 10, and we're doing number 5 and 6 of the villains. And one of these sets, or at least one of these universes, is going to have a bit of a showcase today. So let's get started. Okay, so let's start off here with Nick Fury. Now, Nick Fury's stats aren't necessarily amazing here, but that's because, just like in the comics, he gets everybody else to do what he wants him to do. So, I mean, he has decent movement. His fighting is one of the worst in the game. His heroics are okay, which is definitely more of a noticeable thing than the comics. But here's the thing, folks. He has wilds on the bottom of every single one of his special cards. And his special cards always help out somebody else. So a hero of your choice immediately does a double heroic, double fight, or a double move. I like that. He is the ultimate teammate. He wouldn't say teammate, he would say boss. But, you know, hey, it's Nick Fury. So I feel like they did a good job with many of these characters, putting the theme of them in this game, and this definitely feels like Nick Fury. I did not think that Jessica Jones would make it this high for me. I'm not a huge, I think her character in the comics is okay. But, man, oh man. So she has decent stats. I mean, she's okay, not very good at power, but her movement's pretty decent. Her heroic stuff's pretty good. She has psionic protection. You can draw cards. Lots of characters have this. And here, I like this one a lot. You can reveal the top card of the Master Plan deck, telling everyone what it is, and then go to any location. Super handy with a fight. But my word, I love this card. Reveal the top card of the Master Plan deck, get wild tokens equal to the movement number written on it. Oh man, if it's 5, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. Now the problem is, sometimes it's 0. It's definitely a crapshoot as to what you're going to get with that card, but oh man, do I like that card. And like I said, having double heroics, double fighting, movement and fighting, I mean, she's, again, very around the board with her icon. She's a really good add to a team. She's not a very well-known character, other than, I know there was a Netflix series about her, but other than that, not very well known, but certainly worth putting on the team. So the next 3 heroes I'm going to show you are, in my opinion, the 3 most powerful, just sheer power characters in the game. And She-Hulk, more powerful than Hulk here. Now, she also has 4 special cards, you notice. We'll come back to that in a second. But she has a lot of power icons. You can see 4, 5, 6 out there. But here's the thing. This one here gives her another fighting, plus 1 fighting for each card in the storyline, including this one. So she has 4 of these cards. So the first one she plays is 2 fighting. The next one is 3. The next one is 4. The next one is 5. That is a ton of fighting symbols. So if you have someone and you just want to go around and wail on people, if you are fighting somebody who it's all about the attack and taking them down, oh my, She-Hulk is so powerful. And I like the fact that there's 4 of those cards out there. With 3, I would have thought it was decent. With 4, it's incredibly good. I like Thor. Thor is really strong. I think She-Hulk's slightly stronger than Thor. He has 3, 4, 5, 6 fighting, but then has 3 straight shots of 3 against a single enemy. Oh, whoa. You know, it's, again, super powerful. But the reason I put Thor over She-Hulk is because not only does he have that cool fighting power, but I think hers is slightly better, he has really good movement. To have that good movement with fighting power and decent heroics on top of that, just all around, he is a fantastic character. So if you're not sure, you're like, oh, we need someone with strength on your team, Thor is always one of the people I think of. But he's not the only one. We have Punisher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attack, 2 in your own zone, and 1 in both adjacent ones, and 4 against a single enemy which cannot be reduced. Move to a spot and do 2 more there. The Punisher is just a wrecking machine. Now, he does have a decent amount of cards with only 1 icon on. He has a couple with no icons on, something I held against a few other heroes in the past. But I think these move fights really help his teammates out a lot, and I think his cards are almost always useful as opposed to some which could be useful. Just wow. I wasn't expecting, I mean, they did bring the Punisher in with a bazooka That's not usually the picture I have of the Punisher, but in this game, it fits quite well. So yeah, like I said, I think those three characters, Thor, She-Hulk, and Punisher, are going to do the most damage probably of anybody in the game. So both our heroes are from Asgard this time, or at least they're attacking Asgard. My word, Hela is hard. And yet, even though she's difficult, I have fun fighting her. Now, she always starts banished, so she starts on the board. It's just something about people liking big giant horns in their helmets. Anyway, she's gonna tied to this Fenris wolf. You'll notice most of her cards are necro swords, which means they're gonna, if she hits you in those locations, she'll do 2 damage. In fact, they hit everyone in those locations. There's almost no safe location on the board. You have to take one of these things out. I almost always go after the Fenris wolf first because she can't take damage when the Fenris wolf is in play. Not only that, she can go above her starting value. I'm sorry, if the Fenris wolf is in play, it can go above the starting value. If it's not in play, these start coming back into play. Oh, she's doing damage, adding this. This brings the undead army, brings the Fenris wolf back into play. You are constantly beating things down. Now, I'll say this, if I want to bring Thor, Punisher, and She-Hulk in and deal with Hela, that might work. I might have to give that one a try. I have fought her with Thor and lost, but I don't know if I brought in some more strength. You'll also notice that all her spots require some speed to take them out, too. Just really interesting to fight her. I find her to be very difficult, but for some reason, I also find it to be a lot of fun. And then finally we have Loki. Now Loki is a pain in the neck too, and I don't know, I just really like him. He's basically, he can go above, his starting value is not high, but anytime that you have overflow, his value goes up. So as the game goes by, you got to be careful, and there's also some illusion spots. He can't take damage. He'll move to those with some of the cards. I like how sometimes he hits people who are alone, and sometimes he hits people who are not alone. So you're never sure what to do with him. Comes with some frost giants who do damage to people. He doesn't actually do anything spectacular. Like, he's not an overwhelming bad guy. He's kind of very straightforward, but he's fun. You know, this is one of the first ones I might play with. I don't think he's easy, but he feels well-rounded. He has things to attack, heroic things to do, and he's always hitting you. So, I don't know. There's just some interesting ideas. I like Loki as a villain. I think he's a fun villain in both the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the comics. And in this game, I also think he's one of my favorites for sure. These are the boxes. Everything that I talked about came from today. And oh my, folks, next video we get into my top 10 and my top 4 villains. This is going to be exciting. But hey, folks, while we're talking about this, maybe some of these were your favorites. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if I rank stuff too low or too high for you. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching Marvel United on the Dice Tower.